Pádraig Harrington puffed out his chest and fought the good fight if ultimately in vain, while Shane Lowry failed to grasp the nettle and wilted in his quest to end a two-year winless drought on tour. And, as the final round of the Turkish Airlines Open played out here at Regnum Karya Resort, it was Justin Rose who again proved to be the thorn in the side of everyone else. In producing a final round 65 for a winning 72-hole aggregate of an 18 under par 266, Rose, a winner of the HSBC Champions Tournament in Shanghai 7 days earlier, continued to his late-season dominance of the European Tour. And, in claiming a one-shot winning margin over runners-up Dylan Fratelli and Nicholas Colsaerts, the Englishman also reignited the race for the Order of Merit title, closing the gap on front-runner Tommy Fleetwood to €134,839 with just 2 counting events remaining. For Harrington, though, playing only on a sponsor's invitation, there were glimpses of his old self. The 47-year-old three-time major champion combined wizardry with resilience to force his way into contention down the stretch, only to come up tantalizingly short. The Dubliner closed with a final round 67 for 268, 2 shots behind Rose. It earned him a check for €296,003. Yet it could have been even better for Harrington, who, having sought inspiration with no great success on the outward run, showed his competitive instincts to full effect on the homeward journey. On the 10th hole, after finding a watery grave in the lake guarding the green with his recovery from the trees after an errant drive, Harrington holed out with his lob wedge to make the unlikeliest of pars. "I have been practicing that particular shot on the range all week. Comfortable I was going to hit a good shot, holing out was a bonus." There followed a 3-putt bogey on the 11th after a deft wedge shot from the middle of the fairway, but then he upped the tempo with all the gusto of old. On the par 5 12th he reached the green in 2, and his eagle putt stubbornly refused to drop, but on the par 5 15th there would be no mistake when another eagle presented itself. After a huge drive there, Harrington was left with 169 yards to flag. "It was nice to put a good drive into play in that situation. In the past that's the sort of thing I haven't done," said Harrington. His first impulse was to hit an in-airing, only to be talked into hitting a 3/4 torn by his caddy, Ronan Flood. The shot was executed to perfection, finishing 12 feet behind the flag. He nailed the putt and, at that point, shared the lead, on 16 under. That share of the lead didn't last long, as the roar from the 17th green up ahead confirmed that Rose had birdied as the world number 6 stepped up the gears. Indeed, Rose birdied 3 of the last 4 holes, the 15th, 16th and 18th, to claim a dramatic victory, sealing his first back-to-back wins on the European Tour in a 2-decade career. For Harrington, though, there were chances to catch him. Harrington had a 12-footer for birdie on the 16th, which failed to drop on the 17th. His greenside chip finished 1 roll short of falling into the tin cup, and, on the 18th, his approach set up another birdie putt from 10 feet. Again, it failed to drop. All in all, however, Harrington was content with his lot. "I gave it 3 good chances in the last 3 holes, had 3 good looks at them. Another day I would have made the birdies coming home, but I'm just happy to be in that position. I'm really happy with my ball striking, big improvement off the tee for me, which is very important. I have been struggling, so that is a positive. I look forward to doing what I am doing with my game at the moment and can't wait to get to Sun City." Lowry signed for a finishing round of 72 for 271 13 under, which left him in tied for 8th. Having started the day in a share of the lead with Kiradeke Fabarenret, it was a disappointing closure for the Ophthalmian, who struggled off the tee and also with the putter in hand. However, his check for €134,091 proved important in moving him to 49th in the race to Dubai standings and guarantees making it to the DP World Championship season finale. "I never got it going," conceded Lowry, whose challenge died a death when his approach to the par 5 15th hit the rocky wall guarding the green and finished in the lake. Although had driven into the rough, he had a decent lie, which tempted him to attempt to reach the green in 2. "I had to go for that. I could have knobbed it down. I could have wedged it on and maybe made 4. I said on the 18th green if I had have laid up and made 5 and lost by 2 I would have been sick and blaming myself," said Lowry, adding it is still a good week's work. "I wasn't that great off the tee. But when I hit it in play my iron play feels so good, so I have 3 days to sort that out before the Ned Bank in Sun City." Paul Dunn closed with a disappointing 72 for 276, his tie 23rd place finish earning him €63,737, which enabled him to remain at 14th in the updated race to Dubai standings. With back-to-back wins, Rose has transformed his season, but has decided not to add the Nedbank to his schedule and will attempt to overtake Fleetwood in the season's showdown in the desert. Of his 2 wins in as many weeks, Rose, who had finished runner-up to Sergio Garcia at the Masters back in April, acknowledged it had changed his perception of the season. It would be a B- probably a couple of weeks ago. A good, solid year, top 10 in the FedEx Cup, it was good but no win. Now I'm probably at A-, with 1 putt at Augusta away from being an A+.